Right now, we're going to talk about 10 things that you must do on the brand new, beautiful Norwegian Prima. Right after this. Hi, everyone. John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it is your first time here, we are a travel agency that specializes in group and cruise travel. So if you ever need any help, let us know. We're happy to help you. Today, we're going to be talking about the brand new Norwegian Prima. As I mentioned in our last little review video, full disclosure, NCL did pay for this trip since we are travel advisors. This was a travel advisor trip out of New York. We did a 4-day sailing on the Prima from New York City to Halifax and back. So we had a good chance to kind of go through everything, check out the ship, try all the amenities, with the exception of like your normal standard trivia and things. Those type of things weren't going on yet. It was just the shows, the big shows, and food and everything else. So we're going to talk about 10 things you must do. This is a little bit of a different ship, so there's not a ton of bells and whistles. There is a lot to do. It's just either fully adult things to do or younger things to do, and there's not a whole lot in between. But we're going to talk about 10 things that we think that you must do. Number 1, go to Indulge Food Hall. This is a brand new concept. I know Virgin does something similar to this with their food hall. What Norwegian has done here is pretty cool. They've eliminated a big chunk of the buffet. So I don't think it's any mystery that we are not big fans of the buffet. I do like the buffet for lunch sometimes if the ship is not crowded. I love Indian food. It's usually pretty amazing, especially on NCL. But on this ship, they cut the size of the buffet down. It's like a quarter of the size of what it normally is, which I am totally fine with. What they did instead is they built this food truck concept, and there are 2 legitimate food trucks in there, but it's 11 restaurants basically in this little food hall. You could sit anywhere. There's booths set up. There's tables inside and outside. There's heaters outside, so if it's chilly, you can sit outside and get a heater. You have little kiosks on your at your booth or your table, kind of like an iPad, and you could pick from any entree, any appetizer, anything from any of the 11 restaurants and have that delivered directly to your table. You could order drinks, you can order Starbucks, you can go up and get desserts, a bunch of different things. So I really like this concept. There is a Texas smokehouse, there's a noodle bar, there is a rotisserie place, there's a Latin place. There is Coco's, which is the dessert bar. There's Starbucks in there. There is a tapas place. There's a few other. So there's a ton of options. There's an Indian place. There's really something for everyone. And you can kind of mix and match, which I did almost every day. I ordered a couple different things from each of the different menus and had them delivered. Really, really fun. So I couldn't recommend it anymore. It's free. I hate saying free because everybody freaks out because you're paying for the cruise. It's included in your cruise fare. So it's complimentary dining. You don't have to pay extra for it. And I think it's a really nice feature, and it does divert a lot of people away from the buffet, which I love. So number 2, check out the new mini golf. So there is a cost for the new mini golf, but it is really, really cool. It's not your typical mini golf that you would see on NCL or Royal or any of those ships. There's an interactive part to almost every hole where you do trivia or things light up or things are moving. It's really, really neat. At the end, you can double up if you pay a little bit extra, and you could shoot for prizes, which could be a t-shirt, a cruise certificate, or even a whole free cruise. You could win a free Caribbean cruise. So really, really cool. New concept. It's in a weird spot up on deck 18, but all you have to do is follow directions. You can get there. I feel like that is a must do. Number 3, go see the Donna Summer show. It is really, really good. Kimberly Locke plays the older Donna Summer. The other 2 parts are played by amazing actresses who do a great job, and the show is really, really great. At the end of the show, you get to see the amazing part of the Prima Theater, which is if you step out of the way, all the seats retract and it turns into a big nightclub, which is really, really cool. So go see the Donna Summer show. Well worth the time. It's a great, great, great show. It has all the Donna Summer music, so it's fun. It's upbeat, a lot of dancing. So please go check it out. Number 4, go see The Price is Right. So on this ship, they're going to be doing The Price is Right, Pressure Luck, and Supermarket Sweep. I went to Price is Right. Full disclosure, I thought it was going to be a little cheesy. It was not. It was awesome. It's the real Price is Right. They call people down from the audience. So if you swipe with your reservation, you'll come in. Your name's in there to be called down. People freak out when they get called down. You bet on, you guess on things. The whole Price is Right rules. Somebody bid $1,000. Somebody bids $1. It's amazing. They have the Mountaineer Yodeler guy. They have Plinko. These are all real games that look exactly like The Price is Right. It's not like you're playing on a video screen or anything. You're playing the actual games. You spin the wheel. They have a showdown where you can actually win a Corvette. I really can't recommend it anymore. It is a ton of fun. So number 5, spend an afternoon out on Infinity Beach. If you've ever been on an NCL ship, the newer Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class, they have the waterfront, which is on deck 8 that goes around most of the ship, 90% of the ship. That has like outdoor seating for the restaurants, some little kiosk restaurants where you can get some food or treats, and then there's a lot of seating out there, and it's a really nice, expansive area. On Prima, they've taken this to the whole nother level. So on the inside, you're going to find that deck 8 is really narrow and there's only really one hallway in deck 8. That's because the outside area on deck 8 is massive. On either side of the ship, there are infinity pools. There are infinity hot tubs. There are little places where you can put your feet in the water. There's day beds out everywhere. There's amazing seating. There's art installations, the whole 9 yards. So spend an afternoon at Infinity Beach. Bring your bathing suit. Hang out. There are dry slides on both sides that come down to Infinity Beach onto the Ocean Boulevard there. And just Norwegian has given you a ton more outside space. And the whole premise of this is to get you closer to the water. Everything about these new ships is to get you closer and have more outdoor space. So very, very cool. That's one thing you're going to be blown away by. There's even a little area that goes around the ship that is see-through. It's very, very cool. Number 6, I think we're on. Go to the Galaxy Pavilion. It is a all virtual reality arcade. There is no regular arcade on this ship, which is a little disappointing if you are a kid or if you're just immature. And you enjoy video games. Don't judge. So the virtual reality is awesome. It is going to be expensive. I think it's $200 for the week if you wanted to buy a pass for that. So it's a little pricey. But some of the things in there are really, really cool. So go there, at least check out one or two of them. There's like a monster truck you can ride. There's roller coasters. There's a golf simulator. Very, very cool. Number 7, eat dinner at Palomar. And I highly recommend you do this on sail away from whatever port you're in. I sailed away out of New York, and we ate dinner at Palomar the first night. Went by the Statue of Liberty. It's just beautiful. And the food there is incredible. It is an upcharge. It's specialty dining. They do serve a Mediterranean cuisine there, so it's very seafood heavy. I had octopus as an appetizer. They have fresh grilled sourdough bread that they bring out. I also had the Dover sole. They do have fresh baked fish. They'll bring out the whole fish to your table. That's salt baked or just normal baked, and they'll bring that out and take it apart for you and give it to you. And the desserts are great. It's a really, really good restaurant. It's a new concept for NCL, and the view is amazing as well. So I can't recommend it anymore. Number 7 or 8, whatever number we're on here. Eat one of your meals at Hudsons. Hudson is the one of the standard main dining rooms along with the Commodore room. The Commodore room reminds me very much of Taste or Savor, which is very nondescript. Taste and Savor, if you've been on the Breakaway or Breakaway Plus ships, kind of look the same. They're on either side of the ship. It's just like an empty room, standard ceilings. You just go in, you sit down, and you eat. It's fine. On Prima, Commodore room kind of reminds me of that. Hudson's, however, is the whole back of the ship. It's beautiful views all around. There's floor-to-ceiling windows all around. It's just a beautiful place to have dinner or breakfast or lunch. Go sit out there, have a good meal there. It's really great. I think we are on 8 now. So 8 or 9, wherever we're at. Hang in there with me here. I think this is 9. Spend a morning at the observation lounge. So the observation lounge on the Breakaway Plus ships like Bliss and Encore, I love that space, one of my favorite spaces. It's 2 decks. There is entertainment there and everything. On Prima, it's only 1 deck, but it is the whole front of the ship, and you do have beautiful views, and it's just a really quiet place to go. And at night, if you want to have a quiet, like romantic drink with your significant other, I would head there. It's very quiet. There's a great bar there. They make sustainable drinks there, which are pretty cool. And it's really peaceful and quiet, especially at night. It's dark, and you can just sit at the tons of different types of chairs, chaise lounges, things like that, and just have a really great night. Or just go there during the day and read a book. And then last but not least, I think this is the last one. Yep, going through my notes. This is the last one. The go-karts. I didn't want to put this on my list. It is pay. It's $15 to do it. But it is a ton of fun. The go-karts go pretty fast now. They go like 30, 35 miles an hour. It is 3 decks. So it's a little bit longer of a ride than it was on Joy or any of the older ships. It's very cool. They do singles, they do doubles, and they do something that's really kind of unique if you want to be competitive. On each sailing, they're going to have a grand champion of who was fastest, but they know that there are like variables, right? So if you are lighter, you're going to go faster in your go-kart, right? It's just natural that that thing is going to move faster. So what they do to make everything even is they weigh everybody to 200 pounds. So if you weigh more than 200 pounds, they're going to take weight out of the car. If you weigh less than 200 pounds, they're going to scale it up to 200 pounds. So they even it up so that it's 200 pounds of pressure on the car for everybody who rides it. And then they have a grand champion at the end, which is very cool. So you can see who literally is the best and fastest drivers. So those are the 10 things. I think that was 10 that you should do or not miss on the NCL Prima. Have you been on Prima yet? It's a beautiful new ship. It's a little bit weird, but it's really beautiful. Let us know if you've been on it, what you think. Do you have anything that we missed? Any 10 items there? Also, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. It helps our channel a lot. And we want to keep putting out great content and giving you some advice on different things to do. So thanks so much. And we will have a tour of Prima later this week as well as a dining review. Have a great day. Bye.